industry agencies. The FDA itself, 75% of their funding comes not from taxpayers, but pharmaceutical companies. And I can tell you from being in DC, bureaucracies are built to grow. Our system is rigged, and the disastrous ramifications are plain to see. 9 of the 10 killers of Americans are tied to preventable chronic conditions tied to food. 90% of healthcare costs are tied to these preventable conditions tied to food. The statistics are unfathomable. 50% of young adults are overweight or obese. 33% of young adults have prediabetes. 25% of young adults have fatty liver disease. This is a moral stain on our country. The childhood obesity rate in Japan is 4%. We're committing genocide against our children. Why is the healthcare system letting this happen? Advice against you being healthy. That includes medical schools, insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies, and hospitals. An unemotional statement of economic fact is that there has been no more profitable invention in the history of America than a sick child, than a child with chronic disease. They suffer and rack up more comorbidities and more interventions, but they don't die. They just suffer. Today, statins, metformin, antidepressants, Adderall, they're prescribed like candy in high schools. And the American Academy of Pediatrics recently put out a press release saying it's an urgent national priority to prescribe Ozempic to 50% of 12-year-olds. This is a lifetime drug. This is a story of optimism. The American people want to be healthy. They want their kids to be healthy. They want to thrive. The incentives are stacked against us. They've been stacked against us quickly, and they can change quickly with leadership. We need a president who questions the science, that doesn't just trust the science. We need a president who realizes that this devil's bargain between the food industry making us sick and the healthcare industry profiting is the biggest issue we face. We need a president who has the moral clarity to appoint Dr. J to lead our medical policies, to appoint Kelly Peterson to oversee our agriculture policies. We need a president who will stand up to pharma lobbyists, who will stand up to corrupt bureaucrats at the NIH and the FDA. We need a president who will say less Ozempic, more exercise, less SSRIs, more sunlight and healthy food. We need a president who has the moral clarity to declare a state of emergency for the childhood chronic disease epidemic that is savaging our human capital. And we need a president who realizes, we've talked about childhood disease so much, this is the most important issue in our country. And we need a president who understands that we cannot poison our kids at scale. And we need a president that has a plan to fix it. We need a Kennedy in the White House. Thank you.